people. If you want to tell us who you are, where you're calling from, or where you're dialing in from, we'd love to say hello to you. I know we've got a lot of names popping up on the screen, a lot of familiar names popping up, a lot of old friends coming up. We kind of did an email blast to our lists, Jim and I and Roger, and just kind of reached out to some people we connected with on our blogs. And there's Bill. There's Sally. Can hear you loud and clear. If you just let us know you can hear us okay, that would be really, really great. We just want to make sure everybody can hear what's going on. Got a really, really exciting program for you tonight. I know a lot of people are looking for a solution to generate income from home. And myself, Jim, Roger, we've kind of been at this a long time. We've helped a lot of people to build a home-based business and to generate revenue. And really, that's what it's all about. I got a lot of people raising hands. That's awesome. So, Alan from Florida, RJ from Maine. Hello, how are you? Anthony, well, we got Anthony from Honolulu. So cool stuff. Aloha, brother. Alex from North Carolina. Stephen, Misty, Allison, Angie, Charles. There's just a lot of people on here. And again, really, really excited to talk about something very, very exciting. I'll give you a little background before I introduce our speakers tonight. I got Mr. Jim Chow and Mr. Roger Langell on with us tonight. But I've been working with Jim for a couple years now and Roger for about a year and a half. And one thing that I know to be true about both of these individuals is that they're absolutely committed to helping people to build revenue from home. Quick, simple solutions. They've certainly are well branded online, done a lot with affiliate marketing, but certainly both of these individuals are just true team builders and are really, their success is always very good, but they're never really happy about their success unless they can help their team members to be successful. And I've been working with Roger kind of in, I guess, beta test mode on something really exciting tonight. You can see it on the screen there, DS Domination, and kind of been running what Roger calls almost a beta test for about as Roger kind of had to poke me a little bit. It was about 4 months ago when he introduced it to me, and about 3 months ago, I actually got started. And folks, let me tell you something. I wish I'd have got started with it about a year or 2 years ago, because quite simply stated, as Roger's going to show you tonight, I basically took the tools of his training and I was able to build an income that is pretty comfortably, I should do about $2,500 this month in income from the tools that he's going to show you tonight, and certainly the program that we're going to talk about. So pay attention to this. This affiliate program rolled out just a couple of days ago, and we're probably pushing about 1,000 people in the system in just a matter of a couple of days. But this is by far one of the simplest ways that I found to build an income online. And the coolest thing about it, as Roger's going to talk about here in just a minute, is this is something that you're going to be able to do in your spare time. You're not going to have to invest large amounts of money, and you're going to be able to build an income without building a team. In other words, you're going to be able to take the tools from this program and make money with the tool and never recruiting a single person. And that's what I found to be really spectacular, because a lot of people have challenges recruiting. And a lot of people have tried many different businesses and failed at it because they can't talk to anybody. Their warm market is a little too small. They don't understand online marketing. So we're going to show you something really, really exciting tonight. I know Jim and I are going to probably talk a little bit at the end and talk about how we've been using this program. But I'm going to turn it over to my partner and my very good friend, Mr. Jim Chow, who's going to introduce our keynote speaker tonight. So, Jim, are you there, brother?
Hey Jeremy, thanks so much for the introduction. And I am excited to just looking through the names right here. I see names on here that I haven't seen for over 3 years. Guys, as you know, I've been doing been inside attraction marketing, online marketing niche for over 6 years now, and it makes me feel old when I say 6 years because it felt like I just got started yesterday, and it's been life changing. I started in to make money from home, been trying to make an income for myself since 18 years old after high school, and really have no formal education and just fail and struggle for my first several years. And then I just met the right people, right systems, and learned the right techniques. And it took me no time online and from different programs, from affiliate programs to network marketing, to make a very comfortable, strong six-figure annual income at age of 21. and life's been good ever since. So I'm seeing names right here, and people that were in several of my affiliate systems for over 5 years ago. So it's awesome to see that. And guys, I am excited tonight to be on this webinar of two of the highest integrity individuals that I've ever met in business. Dr. Jeramy Colvin, I've met him in a previous business venture, and he was actually in my upline, and we did really well together. And I met Roger over 3 years ago now, and Roger was introduced to me by one of my longtime business partners, very successful individuals that live out in Japan, and literally works an hour a day online, makes close to a seven-figure annual income. And I remember when Roger first came into this industry, first year in network marketing, made $250,000 in his first network marketing venture. Just unheard of success story, and it's grew to be a much bigger leader since in the 3 year span. And tonight I want to introduce you to a little bit about Roger. And some of you guys, I've sent a couple of emails. I think I've done a webinar of Roger a couple of years ago to you guys, but I want to reintroduce him because this individual is just truly special, has a lot of talent, and most importantly, has a heart to help other people. Because a lot of his business decisions, it doesn't even make sense from a money standpoint. It's literally giving away money. And everybody on this call tonight, just for attending, you can take a couple of techniques on this call and literally just generate immediate cash flow tonight, regardless if you want to be part of the affiliate program. But you will want to, because you will lose a lot more money than not. And we'll show you why here. And a little bit about Roger. Roger's been a titanium eBay power seller for over a decade prior to network marketing, and has averaged over $1.5 million a year in sales on drop shipping on sites like eBay, Amazon, and Walmart, and about 50 other websites that we can't name on this webinar. And Roger, after that journey on eBay, has been charging people upwards of $2,500 per person for coaching. And he has a lot of ridiculous stories. Some of his high-end success stories, people making over $250,000 first year. I know an individual lives out here in right around my area in San Diego, 30 minutes away. Learned from Roger's training a couple of years ago and did over $5 million last year in drop shipping and made over $1 million in profit. We're talking about a completely different sector of business here that anybody can do. Now, what we've been able to do, and Roger and his team's been able to develop a full training platform here for the average person to profit quickly. And the keyword here is the average person, right? A lot of people get started in the home-based business industry and just don't generate enough cash flow, and I was one of them. I struggled for 3 years, struggling to find the right information. Have I stumbled across this information when I was 18, I would have made a six-figure annual income a lot sooner than 21. And quick story, real quick before I bring out Roger. My brother's been trying to join different things that I've been in and haven't really made money. And about 2 months ago, I introduced him to Roger's eBay training as one of the beta testers. And at the time, he was transitioning out of his real estate gig. He wasn't closing. He was closing deals, and that it takes 3 to 4 months to even realize your money. And he got a little bit sick and tired of it. He needed something to replace his income right away. And I know many of you guys on this webinar can relate to that because you may be in that situation right now. So long story short, I introduced my brother as one of the beta testers for this system. His first month did over $10,000 in transaction and made over $2,000. And this year alone, this is his 2 months in. His became a lot more advanced than the basic level training here. He's on track of making a six-figure income before the end of 2013 here right now, which is with a lot of success. I know in the last 48 hours since we launched this training platform, we have received over 300 testimonials of people generating profit within the first 24 to 48 hours. And we want you to be one of them. So without further ado, I want to bring out Roger here. And what Roger is going to do is show you a quick demonstration on how easy it is to find profit opportunities to make money right now in the next 2 minutes. Roger, are you there, my friend?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for that introduction. And I don't recognize a lot of names on here, but welcome. And if you'll spend about 10 minutes turning off Facebook and everything else, you're really going to discover something that'll absolutely be life-changing. And You know, I worked 86 hours a week for 3 straight years in a restaurant that I own part of, and then came home and developed out this system over the last 7 or 8 years. And anytime someone would call me Jim or Jeremy or anybody, I'd be eating or sleeping or bored or nothing and nothing and nothing going on. And you know, they would always, you know, as ask what was going on, I was just say doing some eBay and making some money on eBay. And then they came to the realization, as others did, how much money I was actually making on eBay. I was able to do $1.2 to $1.8 million in sales annually for a decade on eBay with zero overhead from my living room. And if you'll spend 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. I'm not going to say you can do it and get this, get this. I'm just going to matter-of-factly show you how I do it. And Jim and Jeremy told me there's a lot of good friends on here, so I'm happy to share this information with you. I'm going to give you kind of a broad stroke, and then I'm going to actually do it in front of you. On the screen right in front of you now, you have a screenshot of Amazon split with eBay. And, you know, in the industry, these guys are mortal enemies, and they don't get along. What I was able to do is I was able to take these companies, let me grab this really quick, and I was able to marry them together. I was able to take products like this right here, this dishware set down here, and simply copy and paste the image and the description and move it over to eBay and mark up the price. And what would happen is, let's say this was $30 over here on Amazon. I would put the price at, say, $50. And when somebody came along and bought it, I would have $50 in my account. And then I would go buy the item for $30 and ship it direct to my customer without touching it. So there's absolutely no overhead. And if you follow that, let me say it again, I would take this image from Amazon, I'd put it on eBay, I would put the description on eBay, I would sell it for whatever I wanted to, and then after it's sold, I would use this money here to go back and buy it and ship it direct to the customer. A couple important things there. I never touched the item, I never owned the item, I never seen the item, there's nothing in my garage, and it's risk-free. One of the most important things is Amazon has 22.5 million items to choose from and list, and eBay has just as many customers looking for the item. So anybody with a basic business degree should understand supply and demand, and here this gives you virtually unlimited supply, this gives you virtually unlimited demand, and you have all the products you need to put up there. Now, I know you guys have some questions right off the bat, like why would they buy it from Amazon instead of getting it from eBay, or eBay, Amazon, vice versa? Well, if you reflect and take a look at whatever you're wearing right now as a shirt or a you know, clothes that you have on right now, I guarantee you didn't pay the rock bottom price. You saw it somewhere and you said, you know what, I like those jeans, I like that shirt, but you didn't pay the lowest price. And that happens on eBay all the time. Somebody will come over here and they'll see this set of Royal Albert dishes and they'll say, you know what, I like them, I want to buy them. Or I like this, I want to buy it. Other people will say, I like this, let me go comparison shop. But most people will just say, yep, I like that, I got that amount of money, let me get it. Okay? Just like these dishes here, yeah, they're on Amazon for $30, but people will see them over here for $50, and I'll prove that to you. And they'll turn around and say, I like those dishes, they're $50. Okay? And I operated and fed my family and watched my 2 little girls grow up on those principles that you see right in front of you right now on your screen. So without further ado, I'm going to put that into action and actually show you this working. So I'm over on Amazon.com right now live in front of you. And I'm just going to type in 2 words. I'm going to type in blue Amazon. Now, I could start with cat Amazon, red Amazon. The reason I wrote Amazon in there or typed Amazon in there is there's other companies that sell on Amazon, and by putting Amazon there, it segregates what I'm looking for. But I could have put anything in that box there, cat, red, whatever, and you'll notice there's 2.5 million results to choose from and for you to make money. Now, if you're on here and you're intrigued so far, you're going to be very impressed. If you're looking at something else, you're totally 100% going to miss it. And believe me, it's an easy copy and paste 6-figure income that I'm going to shock you with right now. So there's 2.5 million items to choose from. So I'm just going to research this one silly dishware set and then get you to that number of 6 figures. Watch what happens when I come over here and I go ahead and I just type in Pyrex Kitchen 10, just to start somewhere and start searching items on eBay. The first thing we want to notice here is these pictures here. This is taken in the backyard of Grandma's house. This is a professional Amazon picture. This is on Grandma's kitchen table. This is a professional Amazon picture. So if I if I go through here really quickly, you'll see a few different people selling that dishware set. And I'll just go ahead and click on the first one so I stay true to, you know, what I'm doing. And I see that the seller's username is Renato123456 on the right side, has nearly flawless feedback. And when I click on see seller's other items, the first thing that jumps out to me is it's all white backgrounds. These are all Amazon photos, which leads me to believe that he's using a system similar to mine. So if I go ahead and I click on this, this little golf thing here, you'll see up here that he sold 3 of these. He sold them for $23.96 each, and he charged $2.95 shipping for each one. So basically $24 plus $3, $27. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to grab part of his title. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to head over to Amazon, and I'm going to search this and paste this in and click go. And I'm going to see he paid $15.54 for them. So I profited $12 in each one, made a total of about $36, minus some eBay fees, made $30. Now, that's not a 6-figure income, and that's not a Ferrari, but let me show you the ease at which he made that $30. He took this image right here and copied that image and pasted it over to eBay. He then took the description of this listing, which is right here, patented pop-up design, all-weather material, folds and fits in most golf bags. And when I scroll down, I see patented pop-up design, all-weather material, folds and fits in most golf bags. It took him 4 minutes to do that. And once he listed that one item in 4 minutes, he made $30 on that over a week span. That item is set to auto-relist, so when the item runs out, it automatically relists, which leaves him with, for the rest of his life, to make $30 or $40, depending on how many he sells a week. He just has to go over to Amazon and order those and ship them to his customer and spend 2 minutes of his life to make that money. And you can probably start extrapolating out in your mind, that becomes a lot of money. So what happens is, when the customer pays him $24 plus $3.27, he'll go over to Amazon.com. He'll add that to his cart on the top right there. Let me grab my little pen just to exemplify. He'll add that to his cart. And then he'll log in and he'll check out. He's got free shipping. He'll ship that direct to his customer. When it comes to the where do you want this ship page, he takes the information eBay supplies and puts the information in there. The product goes direct to the customer, and the customer gets their product, and he keeps the change. Okay? It's just simply that easy. All copy and paste. My 77-year-old mother does this. The only other question you might have right now is, what about it arriving in Amazon box? We'll talk about that there in the future, but if you take a look, nearly 100% feedback, so we obviously have that covered. And I'll show you a few other sellers and a few other items that I go through. I'm looking for auctions, and on the right side here, you'll see 0 bids down below this. That means there's still time left, so we can't define what that's going to sell for. This one's got 2 bids. We can't define what that's going to sell for. Here's some drinkware that was $32.60. Buy it now. And if I click on it, he sold one for $32.60. Down here, he charged $7 shipping. So he took in $33 plus $7, $40. And if I go over and I copy this here, and I go over to Amazon, knowing he took in $40, and I paste that in and click go, I see that it's $34. She only made $6, $3 or $4 in that particular set. Now let me go ahead and just show you guys really quickly. When I click on the one sold, it sold literally at 3:25 Pacific, or 1:15 Pacific time, like 5 hours ago. So, you know, this stuff just sells left and right. Here's something that has a bid on it. Here's a Zen Garden that's a buy it now, $34.95. He sold 3 of these right here, okay? And if I scroll down, I grab part of his description, and I go back over to Amazon and paste this in and click go, you'll see it's $21, free shipping, and he sold them for $35, a markup of 14, times 3 sold, $42. Again, 4 minutes work initially. And I can go through all of his listings, and you'll see within a few minutes we're able to find someone making thousands of dollars using this system on eBay. And I'll show you a couple other sellers in just a moment. But I need you to feel how powerful a system like that is, where you have unlimited items to list, unlimited supply to list, and all you do is move the description over. Let's say you ran across this. Now, what did I do? On Amazon, I typed in Blue Amazon. And remember, I could have typed in infinite amount of words, literally any word in the dictionary, and came up with a result. Then I came over to eBay, and there's a few different sellers, and I picked one. And then with just a couple minutes, I found a guy making thousands of dollars. Now, what I would do is I would take this and I would sell it. I would say, okay, the market's proven it sells for $23.96. I'll sell it for $22.96, and I'll use the title optimizer in DS Domination, and I'll out-title this person. So I got the cheapest price and I got the best title. And next week I'll sell it. And then you might say to yourself, well, what about all the competition and stuff like that? Again, for Blue Amazon, there was 2.3 million items to choose from. There's 26 million items overall. There's title variations. There's people finding you from Google, Yahoo, Bing, time ending soonest, geolocation. There really is no competition. Okay? So go ahead and put in the chat box if you understand so far that in society, if you want to tap into money, you have to tap into a cash flow. And the online business, it's very difficult to tap into cash flows. They're just non-existent or they're not real. And here I'm showing you something absolutely real that generated me $1.2 to $1.8 million for a decade. And it's not just me. If I click on eBay and I click on advanced search on the top right, I'll show you another seller by clicking on buy seller on the left side. And I'll type in BLD 304. I'll check the completed listings on this gentleman here, and you'll see all white backgrounds, everything selling. August 26th, 3:58 Pacific time, sold, 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 sold. So here's the question. Do you have 4 minutes to go ahead and copy and paste something over to eBay, put the description on there, and sell it? And that's what Jeremy's been doing and beta testing, and Jim's brother's been doing, and just having an amazing time. And I really enjoy watching their eyes open up. And I'll tell you, I don't know how much time Jeremy spends on it, but it's not that much at all. And I remember his first few sales, he's like, what? And now he just decided to turn. I mean, it's Dr. Jeremy Colvin. He can go out there and get a six-figure-a-year job, but he does this. Why? Because he does it from home. It's actually fun. Listen to your phone ding every few seconds, and he'll talk about that. So DS Domination that I showed you earlier, this is what we call the pro product. This is the pro product. Then as you go up in different levels, we actually built in a network marketing company to it, and I'll show you that itself. The basic training, the pro product, I just showed you an example of how it works. There's a lot more in there, but you're watching my computer screen just like you are now. And that's the introductory product, and then the products go up in levels and amount of income earned. In the next one, called the Elite, you actually get access to multiple stores where you make $50, $100 a sale instead of $5, $10. You get back all these cash back awards. There's a product in there called Unleashed, which allows you to use one click of the button, take all of your eBay items, move them over to Google, and we have a company that sells them for you on Google. Again, you don't prepay anything unless the item sells, and then you can build in what you want your profit to be and tell the company you'll pay them X% if it sells. So zero risk to you still. What we say in DS Domination is we have the only product in existence that you can make money using the product. You can't make money drinking shakes. You can't make money drinking coffee. I've tried a lot of weird different programs online, and it seems like you can make money, but the bank account really shows different in the end. And I'll reflect back. I don't mind saying these things. I dabbled in Zeek Rewards, and it seemed I was making money, but what happened? And then I watched that happen with other companies subsequently, okay? And now I'm just over here making a bunch of money on eBay. So I'm going to show you the compensation plan that we built into this. And remember, think of any industry that's out there, the only product that you make money just using the product, okay? And the only company that you make money just using the product. And clearly, like Jim said, the average person can certainly make money doing this. So if you look at these tiers, what we said, we want the average person to win in the affiliate side, so we said, okay, we'll pay out 50%. So as soon as the person gets two people involved and the two people are making money, their money, they're in for free, okay? And then when we have a 10%, you guys can see the levels here. You know what that means. And you guys can make all those percentages. They add up to 75% payout. Now, this might seem ludicrous, but how much do you make when you sell that Zen garden and you profit $13, $14, $15 on that? How much of that money is yours? 100%. So you keep 100% of your profits on eBay. You make 75% in the compensation plan. I don't know where you find 175% payout company. They just don't exist. So imagine if you're a team builder on here and you've ever built a team, your entire downline, your entire team, never, ever, ever, ever leaving because they're always in profit. And my story is well documented. I went to a company called Visalis, and in Visalis, I was the top recruiter in the history of Visalis. And that's not your little startup company. There's 100 and something thousand reps. It's a $1 billion company. It's in the US, UK, and Canada. Why should a guy sitting around his house with some orange chicken Chinese food on his desk be the #1 recruiter in a health and nutritional company? Do I have that much online skills? Am I that talented? Absolutely not. But what happened is every single one of my team members, I allowed them access to my eBay training, and every single one of my team members always made money, so every single one of my team members never, ever left. And you guys know in network marketing, it goes exactly like this. You guys have to know this. It doesn't matter what the front line, binary, trinary, flippinary, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. What happens is, if that's you at the top and you're a really good recruiter and you can bring in a few people and then the next guy can bring in a couple people and so on, that's great. But eventually, since the entire world can't recruit, somebody has to come in that's relatively weak. And when they come in and they can't bring anybody in and their auto ships do and they're sick of the shakes, they're sick of the juice, they're sick of losing $100 a month, they're going to quit. And the other person's going to quit. And this person that had some skills is going to quit. And then you come up to you and you try a different company. And it erodes from the bottom up. But take this same person down here where the product is just what I showed you, the pro, the beginner level product, and they're making money. They don't quit. They don't quit. So therefore, they don't quit. And creates longevity and incredible retention for the first time ever, really, in this industry. So we took a product that everybody makes money on, and we turned around and we made it a network marketing company, all right? And I'm going to describe the various phases to you. People come in at the $19.95 a month level. That's like 2 sales on eBay. Who cares? Oh, I sold 2 Zen gardens. My monthly's covered. Are you quitting? Nobody's quitting. So imagine that your team's in here at the $19.95 level. Virtually impossible to quit. If they're so lazy they can't make $20 on eBay, they're too lazy to bother to even quit. Trust me, okay? So they're in there, they're making all kinds of money at this level. Then they're seeing videos and how people are making $50, $100 a sale at the elite. They're obviously going to upgrade to the elite. They're going to access all the training in there. Not only they're going to make $50, $100 a sale, but they're going to learn how to get $1,000 cash back from online sites doing nothing. Literally using the online sites as their suppliers, they'll get $1,000 cash back over the year. Notice $99 a month costs $1,200 over a year, and you're getting $1,000 cash back. And we're updating, we're running webinars, we're putting software in there to make things easier. Nobody's leaving elite. So imagine how easy it would be to bring people in $19.95. They're just gonna upgrade out of curiosity, and I'll show you the upgrade rates in just a second. So now a $19.95 person becomes a $120 person. You're making 50% of that each and every single month. These two here are one-time buy-it-now products. This is the click of the button, go over and sell on Google. This is more sites. These are my top sites. My #1 site with like 1 billion items in here, incredibly priced, is in there. Then the monopoly. And this was like, this was a wrestling match with me and my business partners. This was my lifetime safety net. Basically, I'm the only guy on the planet doing this, okay? And I just released it to everybody, and they're just going crazy on it. And what the monopoly is this. If you consider eBay like the Walmart of the internet, Amazon's like the Macy's in this regards. They have the most amount of traffic compared to eBay. They smoke them. Okay, eBay shares, I don't even know the last time I look, are $15, $16. These guys are like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even keep up. $600 a share. They have incredible traffic. And when somebody arrives at Amazon, guess what they are? They're always a buyer. Where somebody arrives at eBay, sometimes they're a seller, sometimes they're a buyer, and sometimes they're both. But the competition, the amount of sellers relative to eBay is so incredibly low on Amazon, it's an easier place to sell. There's so much more money to be made here, and there's so much more demand. I'll show you an example of that in a second. So that's what I call monopoly. And it's not just as easy as going over and selling on Amazon. You got to know all the techniques I put in there. Also at the monopoly level, I show you how to get 25% off of a major vendor, which allows you to just dominate the entire, sales system. It's like getting 25% off of every single Amazon price. This is such a major vendor. It's like getting 25% off your grocery bill, and I'm the only one that can show you how to do that. Let me go over here on Amazon. I'll type in massage chair. And when I type in massage chair, a normal massage chair, this is a weird thing, and that's some sort of seat thing, but a normal massage chair looks like that, $150, $200. Well, our suppliers have the massage chairs for $50. So you can literally come over here and go $129, $139, a markup of $70, $80, and that's fantastic. I mean, I teach that at the elite level, but when you're selling on Amazon, you could literally sell 10 or 20 of these chairs in a day. When I was in that Visalis company, I sold shake mix on eBay, and I would sell 3, 4, 5 shake mixes a week. Over here, I would sell 30 or 40 a day. All right? So the power of Amazon is absolutely incredible, and we call that DS Monopoly, where I flipped everything upside down, and we're actually selling on Amazon. Now, we did a kind of a little hypothetical here, and when you look at it, it talks about 30 customers at the $19.95 level. Now, if you're not a big recruiter, that's fine. You can get 29.7 of these customers from a Craigslist ad, a Facebook post, or Twitter, okay? Let alone the training that we provide in the back office for you to get leads and learn how to do all that crazy stuff. But remember, you're not recruiting 30 people into a juice pack or into a shake, into anything. You're going out and you're doing the eBay system like Dr. Colvin, like Jim Chow's brother. You're making $2,500, $1,000, whatever you're making, and then you're deciding, hey, not do I want to sell a shake to my neighbor or my buddy or my mom. Do I want to let my mom know how she can make $2,000, $3,000 a month? I probably should, because she's going to beat me over the head if I don't. So it's incredibly easy to recruit. And what we're seeing is these upgrades are occurring at these rates here. So what happens is you end up with 800 residual in this scenario and a total of 1423, because recognize these two are one-time payments, one-time commissions. So an $800 residual is $9,600 over a year. And then the difference between 800 and 1423 is a difference of $623. So you're making over 10K, okay? Just for 30, I mean, look at this. Even if you bought it yourself, 30 times $19.95 is 570 people. Even if you loaned your buddies $19, 30 of them, it costs you $570 to make 10K a year, and we would upgrade your buddies. It's just that simple. And we have all the bells and whistles. We're rolling out the programs for the free car. We pay for the entire car and all of that stuff. We have all of that. We've had nearly 1,000 members roll into here in the next 48 hours, the last 48 hours, because they're realizing this is absolutely different. Now imagine this for a second. There's no physical product. There's no home parties. There's no trying to get your buddy to drink a juice that'll cure baldness. There's none of that here. It's just absolutely everybody you want to share it with can go out and make money using DSD Domination. I'll show you the back office really quickly here. This is what it looks like in the back office. Let me go ahead and load up a back office and log in front of you. I want to show you guys one of the videos so you guys can, you won't be able to hear the sound, but I'll show you exactly how the training goes. You're not going to have a, oops, I might not have a login. No. Jim, if you want to Skype me over your login or log in when I throw you the screen, that'll be great. I don't even have logins to my own site. Jim will send it over to me. He'll log in when I give him the screen. But what you'll see in the back office is I don't send you a file and say, here's how you sell on eBay. I actually go through it, and I go up here and I click on sell. And then I show you how to categorize an item. I show you how to title an item. I show you how to move the picture over from Amazon. I show you how to set the price, how to search out other sellers, other products. And within 30, 40 minutes, it's taking you 3, 4 minutes of listing to put them up. Literally, you can click on this Hunger Games tin box here, okay? And when I'm logged into my account, it'll say, hey, up here in the top left, sell one like this. And I click on that button, and it autofills everything in for me. And all I have to do is adjust the price and adjust the title and list it, submit, and wait for my phone to come off. And Jeremy will talk more about that when his phone rings every 10 seconds and he has a sale. And he has never bought me one dinner out of that, but we'll come back to that in just a moment.
Hey, Roger's sending right now. It should be there any second.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, okay, I'll wait for the question to come through.
Hey, Roger, I just want to jump out real quick. It's interesting what you said earlier about retention rate. And, you know, for me as a business builder, to build teams, retention is everything. Otherwise, you're always fighting a uphill battle. We call it leaking bucket, right? The bigger your team, the more people drop out, and it's a never-ending cycle. And it's grinding day in, day out, day in, day out, and it's crazy. And you know, this past year, this is where I met Dr. Jeramy Colvin. We dabble into revenue sharing. You know, Roger talked about Zeke rewards, and you know, we thought that was a holy grail to fix the retention issue. Because hey, if everybody's making money, then nobody would quit. And then only to find out that it's been very unstable, and a lot of families, a lot of good families are getting hurt from it because of their enticement of greed and people throwing so much money. And this wasn't a pretty picture to the point that, you know, there is no way I can put my name behind it on a mass scale, public scale. Luckily, it was pretty hitting for the most part. But you know, when Domination came along, this is, you know, so think about this. Okay, why was there a big wave of people dabble into the revenue sharing industry? Okay, a lot of people can't recruit. They want to be able to make money without recruiting, and that was the only business model that, you know, at the time everybody thought was a holy grail. So let's look at DS Domination real quick. Okay, you have a product here, you have a program that as you go out there and share with people, someone joined this program, they don't have to build a team. They can refer 0 people. My brother, for example, hasn't referred a person, and you know, it's been making between $2,000 to $5,000 a month right now, and that profit's going to jump multiple folds here this month. He figured out a couple of loopholes. Okay, we always want our student to advance and become the teacher himself, so we're probably going to feature him in a training here shortly. But you have a program here that people are not going to quit because they're making more money, a lot more money than their membership. At the $99 level, Roger hasn't even mentioned the software that's coming out at the $99 level. So in order to use the software to make your life easier, you're going to have to pay the membership. So just awesome overall, perfect for retention rate, and it's an affiliate program. You know, on the sales page, we don't really talk about team building because for most people, we just want them to make money on eBay. And it's kind of like watching a good movie. When you see a really good movie, you're going to tell your friends and family about it. And, you know, Zeke Rewards, for example, people were making money, so they go out there and tell everybody about it. And same thing here. It's going to be no different in DS Domination. People are going to make money, and they're going to tell people that, hey, I stumbled across this thing called DS Domination, and I'm making money on eBay. I know you've been looking for a side income. It's just going to grow viral. So thank you so much, Roger, for putting this together with your partners. Back to you.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. And really good points. And you're not going to be able to hear the audio on this video, but I'll show you, you know, the details that goes into this. This module is called Listing Your First Item. So you're actually looking at my eBay screen here right in front of you as I go through, and I'll try and fast forward this a little bit and play it. So you watch me click on sell, you watch me log in, you watch me do the steps, and I have the same eBay screen you do. So it's that incredibly easy. Now I have to go into my inbox to grab an email really quickly here because I want to show you kind of a sales video that we put out there, and we supply all the things for all of our folks to use to share. But let me log into my inbox and grab you guys a sales video really quick. so you guys can kind of feel the mantra of how this works. This is one of my my guys that sent me this sales video, and it's actually on the company DS Domination, so I'm not signing up through him, but just watch the first few seconds of this. You won't be able to hear the audio, but watch.
I have actually never seen this before. Brand new?
Yeah, brand new.
This is awesome. I love this video.
Sorry about the rendering, guys. I'm using a lot of power for this. Now, when you hear the music to that, guys, it's really what we're all about. You see the rock and roll cars and the roulette and the watches and the jewelry, and you'll hear this pounding music, and that's playing, and then it rewinds it and goes, you know, this stuff's all fake. This is what's real. That's me dancing with my daughter in Disney World, and then it goes on to tell my story and kind of show a video like I showed you with how you can make money on eBay. And then they get involved in DS Domination. So you should be able to, that's what our company's all about, is being real. You can see whatever company you tried or you were involved in the past, I have no idea, but I'm sure they had rock and roll and you can do this, woot, woot, woot. We're not doing that because we have a real product. In fact, there's companies out there that use what's called a pass-up. And I'll explain what a pass-up is in the compensation plan. I'll show you what we matter-of-factly fairly did. So this is you decide you want to get into DS Domination, and you're at the 1995 level, okay? And somebody comes in behind you, and they say, wow, congratulations on all those sales. I want to get involved. So they get involved, and they sign up, okay? And recognize it's not a... hey, you got to get this juice or anything. They just decided that they want to make money like you're making money, so they sign up for 19.95, and then they see the video on the Elite, and they want to go a little bit further, and they sign up for the 99.95. Well, there's other companies out there that would say, hey, you, too bad, so sad, you're out of luck, you lose that commission, that person's going to be passed up, and they're no longer down below you. And what does that do? It's a fear of loss to say, hey, you better get the 1995, the 99.95, you better get every single upgrade because the next person comes in, they might get it and you're screwed. But what we say is, listen, we're going to have to pass up the commission up above you because you didn't pay $99.95, but we're going to keep this guy or this girl here next month. You introduce them to them, and when they pay their next month, if you upgrade and you get the $99.95, you're going to collect that commission, which is incredibly fair. We don't have to use the fear of loss here because people will naturally, organically upgrade, just like, you know, hey, go watch this cool movie. It's a good movie. Go watch this cool program. It's a good program. I'm making money. What's the question, right? So it's a different facet. We're going to have an organic growth versus a high-pressured sales growth, and we're pretty excited about that. And with that, I'll throw it back to Jim and Jeremy because they told me earlier today, they said, you know what, these guys are really good friends, and we were working on something else, and it went well and didn't go perfect, and we really want to help them out. I don't know what they're talking about, but they said, we have some really special stuff we want to give these guys. So I'm gonna throw it back to you guys, and I can't believe what you're going to give everybody, but it's your time, I guess. So anyway, who wants to be presenter, guys?
I guess Jim, do you have something to share? I was just gonna share my perspective real quick.
Yeah,
Roger,
I'll leave it here on DS Domination. That's fine.
Roger,
Okay,
thank you, thank you. That was awesome. Real quick, guys, what I wanted to just share with you real quick was again, I've known Roger for about a year and a half, and when I first met him, he was telling me about his history, his past, and what he had done prior to getting into network marketing, and what he had still continued to do. And he was telling me about this eBay thing, and I was fascinated by it. But I just kind of said, yeah, well, whatever. I've got some other things that I'm working on, and I've got these other projects that I'm doing, these other businesses that I'm working on, and kind of put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. And about 4 months ago, Roger said, hey, I want you to check out this program. I want you to try it out. I'm going to make you an affiliate, and you can share it with other people. This is a solid business. This is something that anybody can do. We've got the full training in place. And so I kind of shared it with a couple of people, and I trusted Roger. Roger's just a very solid integrity, a guy that you absolutely can trust. And I knew that this worked. I mean, the guy's done amazing things in terms of sales on eBay, and I knew that it worked. But in the back of my mind, I was just one of those guys that I said, I need to know beyond all reasonable doubt for myself that I can do this. And so, literally about 3.5 months ago, I opened up my eBay account. I've had an eBay account for years, and I went online and I just watched Roger's training. I literally just watched what would be the Pro Pack training, and I kind of went through that, and I posted, I think like 3 or 4 items. It was just kind of like dipping my toe in the water, so to speak. And I posted a few items, and I said, all right, let's see how this works. And about 3 days later, I sold an item. And I went online and I shipped the item, and it took a few minutes to do this. And I went, okay, that was kind of cool. And then, a couple days later, sold another item. And I was like, okay, that was pretty cool. And, I sold 3 or 4 items. And I was telling Roger about this story. I said, hey, that eBay thing really works. And he's laughing, and, because he's been doing this for years. And I said, yeah, I've got 4 or 5 items posted, and I sold like 3 or 4 items, and I made, $18. It wasn't a huge amount of money. And then Roger says to me, he says, imagine what would happen if you had 100 items posted. Imagine what would happen if you had 500 items posted, you had 1,000 items posted. And as I kind of said, you know what, you're right. And I, took out the pen and paper and kind of said, well, I made $5 on this item and $6 on this item and this and that. And Roger's got some kind of conservative numbers, and his conservative numbers are for every item that you have listed, you can count on about $5 per month. Now, that's not an absolute. Some items you might make $3. Some items, by the way, make like $35, $40 every time it sells. And so, if you have 100 items up there, you can pretty much count on an income of about $500 a month. Now, by the way, my own personal numbers have been higher than that. My average is about $6 to $7 per sell on average. Again, some things are at $3, some things are at $12 or $15. But I started doing this pretty consistently. Now, since we've been on this webinar, Roger alluded to this earlier, I have an app on my iPhone. Every time a sell comes in on eBay, there's a little cash register sound that kind of pops up on my phone. It just is, it's like cha-ching, cha-ching. By the time we were on this webinar, over the last 40 minutes, I had 2 more sales on eBay, and I made another like $15 in sales. It literally takes me about 3 to 4 minutes to ship these items. I have a 100% feedback, positive feedback. The feedback on my account is people are very impressed, fast shipping, awesome seller. I mean, I'm just getting glowing feedback. I've had repeat customers, which is awesome. I was stunned when I had a few people that came back that bought a second or a third item, or they went back and they bought different items that I had, and they kind of knew me as a seller, so they trusted me. And my feedback is growing. And I'm just very excited about this. And as I go into the system, I can literally go in and paste up or post up 8 to maybe 12 items in 45 minutes to an hour. And so a lot of people are asking, and some people have asked these questions tonight, how long does it take? And Roger kind of said to that, folks, it takes me about 90 minutes a day to manage my business. And I'm averaging between about $75 and $125 a day fairly consistently. And for that, if you just take the low number, $75, it took me about 90 minutes. So I don't know about you, but that's a pretty good rate. But I want you to really keep in mind this is something that I'm building. I have about 350 items on my site right now, and my goal is to get to 1,000. And I know that based on my own numbers, I'll probably be making about 6,000 to 7,000 a month from this. And this is just from the bulk of the stuff was from the pro program, which Roger talked about tonight. And then I've been through some of the advanced trainings and things like that. And by the way, Roger told me a couple of days ago, he was laughing. I was telling him how much success I was having on eBay, and I said, this is really cool. I'm excited. My goal is to get up to 1,000 items. He said to me, wait till you see DS Monopoly. He said, you won't even want to sell on eBay anymore. So I had the opportunity to kind of preview this training last week, and I went through the entire training, and I about fell out of my chair because I saw how I can literally make like 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 per transaction. And these transactions can come very quick. I could sell 10 items in one day. And so that was pretty exciting. And so, the possibilities are endless, all the tools and resources and support that's going in there. So, folks, the main thing is Jim and I have worked with a lot of you over the last few years. There's a lot of people in here that I've known for years that I see on this list. I'm probably going to be flooded with calls after this webinar, which is great. But we wanted to share some stuff with you that was going to help put money in your pocket. A lot of people are looking for a solid business, and a lot of people get into an MLM or a home-based business. They don't want to talk to their family and friends. They're afraid to talk to their family and friends. Why are they afraid to talk to their family and friends? Because the last 5 businesses they brought them, nobody made any money. And they spent a lot of money to do this. And a lot of people have burned out their relationships with their warm market and so forth. And so this is an opportunity to have a solid business. I want to emphasize this. The eBay portion of it, the stuff that you're going to do on Amazon, the stuff that you're going to do on some other sites. By the way, there's other sites out there, not just eBay, where you can make money on, and it's all in the training. But the things that you can do with this is a solid, tangible business. And I've known friends over the years that have made, tens of thousands of dollars selling products on eBay, and I just never knew how to do it. And now that I know how to do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the easiest thing I've ever done. And I can do this. I can spend an hour in the morning and pretty much be done with the day. I can work at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can work at 11 o'clock at night. I can work on a lunch hour. It doesn't matter. So for me, this was kind of a way to kind of test this out for people that follow us so we can say, hey, this really works. But as I've built the business, I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And I can make 3, 4, 5 grand a month on this. And I only spend like maybe 30, 40, 50 hours a month doing that. It frees me up to do other things, to build other businesses, to spend time with family and all those types of things. And so it's just really, really fun to put this product out there, to kind of stand behind this and say, this is really great because it's going to help put money in people's pockets. And so, Jim, I know you've typed some stuff up there, brother, and I know you wanted to talk a little bit more and share some cool things we got.
Let's talk about how to get started. I mean, the training is the real deal, and over the last 48 hours since this affiliate program, this platform has been launched, we had over 300 success stories, testimonials, people already making hundreds of dollars on eBay just within the last 48 hours, and it's going to continue. Amazon, eBay, both of the sites are top 10 websites in the whole world, and we have actually 300 more sites and for you to profit from, to create multiple streams of income within this product from all the other websites. And the only thing hasn't covered so far on this webinar is, can you do this? Is this, wow, this is computer, and a lot of people are scared of the computer. Is internet? Is this technical? Is this difficult? Here's the deal. My brother, who has never made money in the home-based business industry before, has never made money in the online business industry, in the online marketing, even though I've introduced him initially to online marketing back in 2009, just never gained traction. And, as you can see in the back office here in DS Domination, every single module and videos, they're step-by-step Okay, you can literally open up two screens and play one video, let Roger talk, and every time he tells you click on something, pause the video and just follow and take action. It's really that easy. Okay, this is we have all kinds of age groups making money in this program, and to my surprise, even the baby boomers are making monies, and we're getting floods of testimonials, even from the baby boomers, which I've always had the perception that they barely know how to check the email. Now, some of them are very technical. For the most part, if if you want to make money online, you got to learn the basics. Just browsing around the net, copy and paste is a must, but it doesn't take too long to learn and checking emails and all the basic stuff. Okay, so you can definitely do this at $19.99 a month. In my opinion, it's absolutely impossible to follow a training and not make $100 in your first month. Okay, if you list in your first month, if you list between at least 50 items in your first month, I see you making hundreds of dollars, and that's the average. Okay, we're averaging that the profit you average is between $5 to $7 per item. Although many times you can profit a lot higher, just like Roger shows you earlier from completely random products that he pulled up on this webinar tonight. So you can get started right now in DS Domination. All you need to do is go to your browser and go to www.dropshipmagic.com/DSD. It's exactly what you see on the screen right here. Dropshipmagic.com/DSD. Go there, register, get started. We do have a special bonus for action takers tonight. Okay, you got to take action right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna host a special coaching class, and many of you guys, regardless of the video, you still want some kind of hand holding. You want someone to kind of walk you through. Maybe you have specific questions and setting up your eBay account, and you're wondering why 2 of your 10 items hasn't been sold in a week, and yet you have sold 3 other items. Dr. Jeramy Colvin has been doing this for several months. Okay, he is expert at the basic level, and I can also get my brother to jump on and share a couple of advanced techniques. And literally, one technique that my brother share with you will, if you just take action on that advice, you're gonna make thousands of dollars. Okay, we're talking about a money-making system right here that requires absolutely no recruiting. Okay, now if you want to leverage your effort and share other people, hey, when you receive something good, why not share with the world? Okay, the more you give, the more you get. As you share with people, it's just so easy. How hard is it for you to share a system that you have already made money from? Okay, you can start making money from the product and share your product later once you make a few sales. Or hey, don't share the product at all, just continue making money. It does not matter. Okay, you do not have to recruit. This is very different, and you're making money at the comfort of your bedroom, at the kitchen, at the beach, maybe on an airplane if you have Wi-Fi. Just about anywhere you can make money with this. So if you take action tonight, we're going to be hosting a special live class to walk you through. It'll be a private mentoring session for you to walk you through, do screen sharing, and ask questions. And we'll make sure you make everything set up. We'll make sure that you have enough items. We'll give you tips on different goals to set up so that you have a certain amount of listings you do weekly, and depending on your income goal. I'll also jump on the webinar and show you how to share this program from an affiliate marketing standpoint. This program has launched since Friday. Okay, I have over 800 referrals inside of this system already within my whole entire 10 tiers, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. Okay, I'll show you YouTube videos and rankings, and if you're interested. Okay, if not, just stick with selling on eBay. Unfortunately, we're not going to share techniques on how to recruit your friends and family, so that's up to you. You need to figure it out on your own if you make money with this program. But we're just going to show you some very simple and easy to do stuff. Jeremy will make sure you make money on eBay, and if for those of you who wants to make money from the affiliate program, I'll share every single secret and techniques that I use to consistently build huge organizations in anything I've ever touched. Jeremy, any last words?
No, I mean, I don't know if anybody, there was a couple of questions come up and I typed some responses in. If anybody has any quick questions, we'll be happy to answer. So a couple of people were asking, some strategy kind of stuff. Guys, I got to tell you something. is a very comprehensive training. I mean, you literally start on training module one, and you go through it and you watch it. And the modules aren't that long. I think the longest one might be, 12 or 15 minutes long. But if you watch the videos and follow the steps, you're absolutely going to succeed in this. Period. This is I'm going to go out on a limb here. If you go through the videos, follow the steps, do exactly what the videos tell you, post some items onto eBay, it is impossible for you to not make money. I guarantee your success. It is absolute. I'm going to show just a couple of things here real quick because a couple of people were asking some questions about this. Folks, if you could see my screen right here, I'm scrolling through sales. These sales represent the last. I've been aggressive with it for about 60 days. I started about 75 days ago, maybe a little longer than that. But like I said, I just kind of dabbled with it for the first couple of weeks, posted a few items just to see how it goes. These are all sales on eBay. This is one page, so you can see my screen kind of moving through there. I can go to page 2, and it just goes on and on. And I sell, just literally all kinds of stuff on eBay. Some things I sell, you can see this person bought, 3-4 items. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'm selling on eBay quite often. There was a question that come up that says, how often does eBay pay? Guys, here's how this works. When this person came in and bought this item from me, they paid me for the item. Then I drop shipped the item to them and kept the change. So if you can imagine, selling high, buying low, and keeping the change is essentially what you're doing. So you get paid every single day. You get paid 5 times a day, 10 times a day, 15 times a day, 20 times a day. However many sales you have, that's how many times you're going to get paid. So imagine, again, selling an item for $50. You then buy the item for $30. You got to pay some fees to eBay. You got to pay some fees to PayPal, which, by the way, I pay lower fees to both now because of the volume that I do. So I make even more money. But you're going to basically keep the change, and so you're going to get paid. I was going to show you the other thing here real quick. You can see my feedback is 100% positive feedback. So these are all people that are very excited, fast shipping, fast service, great seller, et cetera, et cetera. So just some really, really great stuff there. And I'll turn it back over to Jim real quick so you guys make sure and get that website address there. Hopefully Jim has got it pulled up still. There we go.
I actually private message everybody to everyone on the link. So if you check your message, you see you can just click on the link. If not, go to dropshipmagic.com/DSD. Just open up a new browser, and you can get started right there, right then, and get started right now. We'll give you a private coaching on make sure you make money on eBay, make sure you make money on affiliate. You saw from Jeremy earlier from all the items that he sold. This is not gimmick. Over the last 2 years, I've seen way too many businesses that they show you a cool concept that hasn't been proven, and then they ask you to throw a ton of money into it so that you make money from the business. This is not what we're about, okay? We want to help you make money, making money from a dropship business that you have 100% control over, and that you earn 100% of your own commission. And hey, we also have an affiliate program, so if you ever feel like you want to refer other people, you will get compensated for it as well. Okay, we're not one of those gimmicky programs that, hey, we have a great product, but don't worry about it. Just get everybody in it because you make money. That's absolutely not what we're about. So take action. It's only $19.95 for the basic membership. It's called a pro membership. Follow it, and you will make money in the next week. I am literally 100% confident. You watch the videos and follow the modules. We have literally 100% success rate. The only person that, from my own referrals in the last through data testers, the only person who didn't make money is the person who hasn't even gone through the basic modules. That's it. They didn't take action. Okay, we're not saying that if you join and just log into your office every day and do nothing and you make money. Okay, we're here to show you how to build a real business that you have 100% control over, and you keep 100% of your commission, and all commissions goes in your PayPal through direct customers, and they pay you, and they don't pay us, and then we pay you. Okay, that's our affiliate program. We want to show you how to make a standalone business. And we have several questions right here, Jeremy. We got one. Can we upgrade at any time? Absolutely. A lot of programs out there, they want you to buy everything right away because that's where they generate the money. Now, while you can buy every single membership right away here in DS Domination, I actually much prefer people, if you just want to build a dropship business, start at the lowest membership, make money, make your first $200 first. Our next membership is $99. Now, we hope that if you made several $100s from our $19.99 membership, that you would invest in your own education and buy the $99 per month course, because we have literally pay you back on the tuition for you to do so. And I'm confident that you make hundreds of dollars just from the $19.99 membership, so that you can upgrade. Okay, as you make more money from the $99 membership, hey, we have a one-time $250 product. We have a one-time $500 product. Your profit, just use your profit to reinvest in yourself. Okay, let the eBay customers pay you, and you can buy more education. And it's a win-win situation for everybody. I was extremely surprised for when Roger first showed me all these training modules and how much is giving away. Now, Roger used to charge $2,500 for coaching one-on-one to teach people how to do this, and he hasn't even showed them every single module and secrets that he has exposed here in DS Domination. And even at $2,500, I think that's extremely cheap. See, if we can help you, okay, if we can help you build a six-figure business, how much is that worth to you? Okay, I think the fair price you charge as a business person, and this is where I think Roger doesn't make sense sometimes for pricing products. Roger is able to help someone to make a six-figure income. Shouldn't he charge 50% of the profit that he made, at least in the first year? So if I help you make $100,000 this year, by the end of the year, I would expect you to pay me $50,000 to compensate my effort. And I think that would only be fair. And you can literally get all the secrets for several $100s, and you can start at just $19.99. So I think it's an absolutely no-brainer. Jeremy, you see any other questions? I see.
Yeah, let me address a couple of these too. They asked if they started out. I think Jim covered that. If you start out at the $19.95, yeah, you can absolutely get going on that. That's going to help you to start to build the foundation of your business in that first training. I built the foundation of my eBay business and some of the other things that I'm doing now from that basic training. The advanced training is going to give you a lot more places, a lot more resources, a lot more tools to use to make your business easier and to make it more profitable. And then some of the advanced things too will even kind of help you to take it to the next level. So yeah, you can upgrade at any time. You can get started on it. And when I started to work with Roger, and one of the reasons why I found out that he was so successful, guys, is because he was helping people like the average person. There's a lot of people asking on this. Hey, I'm not a big recruiter, but I'm a hard worker. Okay. So Roger would help somebody like this person that's asked this question. I hear claims that you can make money in so many businesses. How much can I reasonably expect to earn in a month? If I put in the effort, I'm not a big recruiter, but I'm a hard worker. So Roger would help somebody like this individual, or we're going to help people like this individual to kind of build a business where maybe you're making $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, and so on. Now you're making money from home. Now you're successful in a home-based business. Now, guess what? We're going to partner with you guys. We're in to build relationships with you, and we want our team to make money. So guess what happens? Now you're starting to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. Now, obviously, maybe you've upgraded to some of the other trainings. You've shared it with a couple of other people. We all get to make money together. This is not something where we're going to sell you an affiliate program and then say, see ya. You're going to get into this back office and you're going to find there's a ton of training to help you to be successful, as well as ongoing training tools and support to continue to build a business. People are asking questions about how many items they need to post and all that kind of stuff. Guys, start in the training, start doing the process. And as Jim talked about, we're going to host a couple of private training sessions we're going to help people through that process to kind of help you set some goals to build a business. So if you wanted to make $1,000 a month, we're going to kind of give you a roadmap to that. If you want to make 10,000 a month, we're going to give you a roadmap to that. By the way, and I've talked to a number of people that have been doing Roger's training and been doing this process for quite some time. And some of these guys are making $5, $10, $20, $30,000 a month. Okay, so I want to be really clear about this because some people are like, well, how much money could you really make? You could do very well. There's a lot of sellers on eBay that have 5,000, 10,000 items posted on eBay, and they're making sales all day long. And so,
It's funny you
great
mentioned that,
stuff.
Jeremy. You know, my buddy DJ, which he'll be doing system trainings here for DSD as well. The kid is 23 years old right now. He's been full time doing eBay for the last 2 years. His average profits per month by doing drop shipping is 15,000 a month. Now he has no employees. Now he's a young kid, so he hasn't been exposed to business and full leverage that much yet, because if I were him, I would start hiring people, outsourcing, having a team, so you have a lot more productivity going on. He has no employees, no outsourcing, no automation, and hasn't paid for any programming. He does it all, by himself, or I think 3 to 4 hours a day, and for $15,000 profit since the age of 21 for the last two per month profit in the just in the last 2 years. It's amazing. It's a young kid, and now that I share a lot of ideas with him. It's evolving his business model. So I see him becoming a dropship millionaire here shortly. We also, I got a good buddy of mine that DJ also knows, lives about 35 minutes away from me here in San Diego. The kid is 27 years old, cleared $5 million last year drop shipping. Now, there's obviously more advanced techniques, to make several $1 million a year. You're not going to get from their pro membership. Now, we will share with you several through trainings, through their more advanced trainings on how to scale your business and to really truly make it multiple 6 figures or 7 figures per year income without even building a team or recruiting here. So there's a lot of good stuff. You guys start with the basics though.
Absolutely. Yeah. And guys, I spent some time with DJ in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and I was just blown away. When I looked in his eBay back office and saw the volume that he was doing, I was absolutely stunned. And then he kind of very humbly said, he goes, yeah, but I take a lot of time off. Yeah, I'll take pockets of time off, or I might not work for a couple weeks or something like that. And so, I was looking at the success that he's had in terms of sales volume, and he's doing, I don't know, pretty consistently about 100 grand a month in sales volume through eBay, and pretty conservatively making, I'm going to say on a low end, 8% of that to 10% of that to probably 15. It's probably more like 12 to 15% of that, but it was very, very inspiring for 23-year-old kid, and I thought, man, I could do this too. Why not? And I've built the kind of building block foundation of my business online. Learned a lot of tricks, learned a lot of insights, a lot of shortcuts to make it faster. Guys, again, just hit that link, check it out. If you're serious about spending a little bit of time and building a nice residual income, you can absolutely do it. The next 60 days, 90 days tops, you could literally be making 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It's tough for me to throw some numbers out there because people are asking about numbers. You could make $10,000 a month. You could make 500 a month. It's all about the time and energy that you put into it. Now, this is you personally putting in time and energy. This is not you going out and recruiting. This is not you doing webinars and signing people up and selling a bunch of product personally. The customers are there. It's kind of like you expand your store, so to speak. As you expand your inventory, more and more customers will come to you. And it works like a charm. I mean, it's hard to not be excited about this program because it's the only thing that I've ever seen in this industry where people can sign up, take part in the training program, utilize the tools, and make money. That's it. Okay? That's it. Plain and simple. And you're building a solid business. When friends and family ask you what you do, hey, I have an eBay business. Wow, really? Tell me about that. Wow, that's cool. Wow, you make $1,000 a month, you make $10,000 a month. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. So, um, I guess that's about all I got, Jim.
All right. Well, let's finish up the questions here. I do respect everybody's time here, so we want to keep this as short as possible while covering everything. Okay, I see right here. What's the maximum monthly recurring cost? So the only two memberships that are recurring is the 19.95 a month and the $99 a month. So you're looking at maximum recurring at $120 a month. Okay. Um, and also the other products on 249 and also 499, those are not to replace any products. There's four separate products in here, and by buying the 499, you still paying for all the other ones. These are four separate products. The first product is 19.95 per month. The next level is Elite at $99 a month. The next level is Unleashed at 249 one time, and the next level is the next product is Monopoly at $499. We also have a market extreme that will be launching here to help folks to generate traffic and leads. We are connected with 15 CPA networks. You don't have to understand what it means. All it means is that you can literally buy traffic from us, and we'll give you unlimited traffic. And if any of you are building a network marketing business, okay, on this call, the beauty about funneling them and buying traffic through DS Domination is every single person that you sign up in DS Domination, it is so easy to give them a phone call and make a new friend and build rapport and introduce them to your network marketing business. This is the exact model that I used back in 2008. My first network marketing business, I came back in the game in. I'm not going to mention the name here, but I sponsored 350 people within 6 months based on this concept called funded proposal. You help people make money first in an affiliate program, and once you do so, you accomplish two things. The first thing is that they'll perceive you as an expert because you just help them make money. Number two is obvious. If I helped you make money, I just became you just became my biggest fan. Okay, so if you're able to introduce people to DS Domination and they make money, when you talk to them, they're gonna thank you. They're gonna say, "Wow, I can't believe you calling me. You changed my life, and I've never made money before." How hard it is to introduce someone to build a residual business opportunity when you have already helped someone make money. So that's the second thing, and we have a lot of trainings for it. You don't have to understand it right now, but those are product level. I kind of went on a tangent here. Jeremy, any other good questions that you see before we end the webinar tonight?
Again, people are asking about if they wanted to hit certain income goals and things of that nature. Guys, we'll cover some of those strategies and stuff like that when we do the webinars. People are asking about making 2,000 a month, making 5,000 a month. It's not difficult. I personally will be up around the $4,000 to $5,000 range within the next 45 days from doing this. The thing to keep in mind, when people are asking about the different trainings, if you can think in terms of the pro level training, which kind of is kind of the foundation of a lot of stuff that we do. That's going to generate revenue of about $6-7 per item kind of range, up to $10, $12, $15 an item. Sometimes you're up into the $20, $25 an item range. What the next package up, the $99 package up, does is kind of show you a process where you can put items on and sell items online, not just on eBay, but in other places as well, where you can make 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 per transaction. And then some of the other trainings and some of the one-time purchases on there are going to teach you tactics to do the same thing over and over again on multiple sites and multiple places online. And so again, we'll talk about some of those strategies and kind of how to maximize your business once we do. Jim and I will do kind of an advanced coaching training probably in the next 7 to 10 days to kind of help get everybody up to speed. Once people have gone through that pro level training, they kind of have a foundation. They've kind of started. I'm doing some coaching calls later this week as some people we just got started on the program. And I just told them, I said, go through all the training, start your business, start posting some items, get your questions together. You have to know this foundational material. It's not difficult, guys, but you need to know the basics. And then we're going to show you a lot of tips and tricks to kind of rapidly ramp up your account so that you're making more money more often. And so, my goals in this business when I started, I was like, okay, I want to sell, 10 items this week. Okay, now I want to sell one item a day. Now I want to sell 3 items a day. Now it's 10 items a day, and then it's 15 items a day. And right now I'm pushing right up against it. My next goal that I want to hit within the next 10 days is 20 items a day. And then I'll just keep pushing it from there. 20, 25, 30, 35 items. I'm ultimately like to get to about 40 to 50 items a day that I'm moving. And I've seen a lot of sellers online that are doing it. So it is very, very doable.
Perfect. Yeah, we're very active right now, and Jeremy is the eBay guy, and this is what makes a perfect dynamic duo. Jeremy, the eBay guy, me, the affiliate guy. I actually don't do dropship at all, so I wouldn't be able to answer any questions. My brother's been able to replace a full-time income from it, and Jeremy does it, and I'm their affiliate marketing guy. So we'll be sharing value there. And I see a question here: how often are we doing webinars? DS Domination is doing a daily webinar every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern. They have a daily webinar, so if you want people to be exposed to this information, send them onto the corporate DSD webinar. Me and Jeremy will be doing webinars here every single day until Friday. That's what we schedule to help get the words out there to a lot of friends we haven't seen, talked to for years since our traction marketing days in the late 2000s. With that said, Barbara, I sent you a private message regarding terms and conditions. Send me email, okay? Send me email. Jim@jimchow.com, and I'll reply back on exactly what you're looking for. With that said, we want to end the webinar, and the last thing I want to end it with is that, hey, all of us have self-interest, and I do have a disclaimer to make. We do have self-interest on this webinar, and that is to get your testimonial success story. We want everybody to get started here. I've been starting a club called the $200 Club. Now you pay $19.99, and I want to collect as soon as you make $200 in profit doing drop shipping, I want you to email me. If you want to do a video, great. If you want to do a text testimonial, great. If you want to send it to DS Domination Corporate, great. We want your story. The more story you create, the more viral this will become, and we'll also give you the exposure. And every single day through DS Domination marketing system, as you capture leads into the system, every single day we want to feature a new testimonial and a new success story. I know we did a webinar last night, and we just asked a question. So how many of you guys have made money? And literally within seconds, we have hundreds and upon hundreds of people talking about how much money that they made just in the last 48 hours. So it was very exciting, and we want you to take action. So join the $200 Profit Club. If you can make $200, you can make $1,000. If you can make $1,000, you can make $10,000. If you can make $1,000, you can make $100,000 and beyond. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the same formula that every single successful people has followed. So take action, take massive action, and be consistent. And we can't wait to see you at the top. With that said, good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.